So I'm checking the oil level, and I just realized there's a put underneath the Grand Marquis. Looks like the radiator just gave up. There was already signs of the radiator failing. See all that coolant? Seems like it's been seeping out from the radiator, from this section right here. What's up everyone, my name's Jesse and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be replacing a leaking radiator on my 2004 Mercury Grand Marquis. So if you're going through the same thing, I got your back. Let's get to it. Before we begin, make sure that the engine is cool to the touch. Let's begin by removing the plastic panel. There are 3 retainer clips, pry them out. Use a trim removal tool for easier handling. Next up, loosen the 8mm mounting bolts from the power steering reservoir. Near the reservoir, you'll find the electric fan wiring harness. Unplug it. Put a drain pan underneath the radiator. Then carefully loosen the 19mm drain plug located at the bottom. If you have a long enough ratchet like I do, you don't have to get underneath the car. Remove the 8mm bolt on the coolant reservoir tank. Using vice grips, detach the hoses connected to the reservoir tank by squeezing the clamp and sliding it down. Move the reservoir tank out of the way. Remove the 8mm bolt securing the fan to the radiator. Since I'll be replacing the coolant hoses, I'll be removing the upper and lower radiator hoses. Undo the 10mm bolt securing both radiator and the AC condenser in place. 10mm. Underneath, you'll spot a 10mm bolt locking down the radiator and the cooler. Finally, remove the mounting bolts holding the radiator and carefully lift it out of the engine bay. Slide out the old radiator. You need to maneuver it around the AC condenser and the cooler. I might be making it look fast and easy, but this video is edited. It can be difficult and frustrating, but stay patient, my brother. I know you got this. Now, let's install the new radiator. Position it carefully, then properly connect everything together. I hella forgot to install the studs that secure the condenser and the radiator together. They need to be attached to the radiator when sliding it back into place, but I'm not about to take it out again, so I'll be using zip ties instead. Since the coolant's already drained, I might as well replace the water pump. First, loosen the 4 10mm mounting bolts that hold the pulley to the water pump. Next, remove the serpentine belt. Use a 3/8 adapter and a ratchet to fit directly into the tensioner square hole. Then turn it clockwise to relieve the tension from the belt and remove it. I'm gonna go ahead and replace the tensioner as well. Remove the 10mm center mounting bolt. Now let's continue to remove each of the 4 10mm bolts holding the pulley. If the pulley feels stuck, carefully pry it out or tap it with a hammer. Next, remove the 4 13mm bolts holding the water pump to the engine. If the water pump is on tight, give it a couple taps with a hammer to break it free. I had to do a little bit more than that since it was on hella tight. That thing was rusted in there. With the water pump removed, you can hear the noise it makes when you spin it. And it also spins fast, indicating that it's worn. Continue by cleaning the surface area. I used a wire brush and brake cleaner. Once the engine is perfectly clean, it's time to prepare for installation. Install the new O-ring gasket on the back side of the water pump. Before installing the new water pump, clean the mounting bolts and add a small amount of blue thread lacquer. Tighten the bolts to 18 foot-pounds. I'm finna be real with you guys. I usually just hand tighten the bolts and I'm good to go. Install the new tensioner and torque at 8 foot-pounds. Install the new belt. Since I'm here, I might as well install a new thermostat. Remove the 10mm bolts from the thermostat housing. Clean the area. I'm using a plastic scraper. Install the new thermostat and the O-ring seal gasket on top. You don't need to add RTV silicone on the surface. Finally, install the bolts and torque them to 19 foot-pounds. Refill the radiator with 2 gallons of coolant. I'm using Xerix GO5. Start the engine and let it run for 15 minutes without the cap. Keep an eye on the temperature level and also on the coolant level. Add more if it's needed. Check for leaks and ensure that the engine reaches its normal operating temperature. And there you have it. You have successfully replaced the radiator, water pump, and thermostat on your 2004 Mercury Grand Marquis. If you guys found this video helpful, hit the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching and I'll see y'all in the next one. Late.